What's up, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Going Back for the First Time. I want to first apologize to you guys for taking so long to get another video out, but as most of you know, my dad passed away a few months back, and kind of put a damper on a lot of the stuff that I was doing. But in this episode, I wanted to clarify a couple of things that may be like misconceptions about, things that Gambia has to offer. Excuse me. And, some of the prices of things, some of the things you can get, some of the things you can't get. So I just wanted to put this out there real quick and kind of clear some of that up. Like I was saying, I really didn't have a lot of spare time to do my videos because, when somebody passes in your family, there's a lot of things that you have to take care of and deal with. So mainly I just been trying to take care of my mom and make sure she's comfortable, make sure she's good, and, just make sure that she's okay. And of course, it reverberates through the whole family, so you gotta try to look out for everybody, and plus you gotta deal with your own self. But anyhow, I'm gonna go ahead and get started on this video. So when it comes to mainly like groceries, when it comes to grocery stores and stuff like that, there are a lot of Western stores that you can go to get some of the things that you're probably going to be used to eating, used to getting. And the majority of the time, you're not going to find these things in the regular hole-in-the-wall Gambian stores. You've got to go to some sort of European store. Honestly, there's not a lot of American stores. I don't think I've seen a lot of American products. Now, you can get things that they sell in America, but the majority of the time it's going to be from Germany, France, Britain, places like that. So things are going to look familiar to you, but for the most part, they're not going to be from the United States. So they're going to have a slight difference in taste and texture and mechanics, just depending on, what it is that you get. So the first thing that will probably bother you is the meat. Me, I usually eat meat out of the Western stores, but on occasion I've gone to these local butchers, which it'll be like a storefront, and behind it they'll have like a farm like this that's being shown right here. Through that door all the way out, there's a farm back there where they keep all the animals, and so they'll slaughter the animals and then hang them up front, and the passerbyers will see the meat and just buy it accordingly. So I was here doing that, but I wasn't buying that meat for myself. I was actually getting it for other people. So but me personally, I buy my meat from the stores. So grits, if you like grits, forget about grits. We haven't found grits yet. We got a bead on them, but grits, if you want them, you probably better have them shipped in because we can't find them. Pancakes, we can find them, but it's only one place that I've found them, and they're kind of expensive. So peanut butter. Peanut butter is hard to find. There's lots of it, but peanut butter that you like, you probably won't get it. Maple syrup, very, very hard to find, very, very expensive. That's something that you're probably going to want to ship in if you don't want to pay a whole lot of money for. Chili powder, believe it or not, is extremely hard to find. There's going to be a lot of things that say chili powder, but it's not going to be. It's going to be red pepper, not chili. So you probably want to ship that in if you're used to having that. Now, Going back to the peanut butter, you're gonna see things like Skippy, like this one right here. This, ladies and gentlemen, is not Skippy at all. It's some sort of British spin-off, and it says delicious, and it's really not. It's horrible. No preservatives, no this, no that. They didn't put what it really. It doesn't have preservative. It doesn't have artificial flavors and colors, and it doesn't have taste. Like, it doesn't taste like peanut butter. They call it Skippy, but they should have just skipped to the truth. They suck. We had some Jiffy shipped in, and that's what you need. Another thing that you need to remember is with the cell phone situation here, you more times than not you're gonna have to get yourself a cell phone that has dual SIM cards, because you, you're gonna have to have good internet, or you're gonna want to have good internet. So in order to do that, you've got to pick two different cell phone companies. There's no one good cell company that's good across the board. So you're gonna have to get one for talking and one for surfing the internet and working all of your apps and stuff like that. So on this particular phone, I have AfroCell and QCell. QCell is the best internet that Gambia has to offer, and you can actually switch and change which uh, companies you want to do what. You want just make phone calls. You can use one. If you want to surf online, you can use another, and you can just set it up how you want it. But you can only do that if you have a cell phone that has the ability to use two SIM cards, and you'll have to pick your plans, how many different what type of data packages you want. Cell phones are very expensive. The data is very expensive here, in reference to what everything else costs. It's still cheaper than what we pay, but it's kind of expensive. So that's something that you're gonna have to remember. So yeah, cell phones is a necessity that take more than one SIM card. You'll need to remember that. I bought this right here. This is an actual charger bank. I bought this in the United States before I left. I got one for me and one for Pam, one for Jennifer. This is essential simply because of the numerous blackouts. And you don't always remember to charge your cell phone. This is a big charger. It can power up to 10 cell phones, fully charged. It's got Android, it's got Apple, it's got Samsung. You can pretty much charge any phone you have on this device, and it's heavy, it's big, but it does the job here. It's probably not something you would need in the U.S., but here it's super essential. It fits in your backpack and keeps a really good charge, and it can charge anything you've got. If whatever you have that uses some sort of cord, a huge tablet, a laptop, anything like that, this thing is gonna power it and get you through the blackouts. Ice trays, ship them. You're gonna need them. They've got ice trays here. They break the same day. They're brittle. They're cheap. They're worthless. Ship your ice trays. Plastic spatulas, you better ship it if you want it. If you don't want to scratch up your non-stick pans, you're not going to find it here, so you better ship it in. Waffle irons, I haven't found one yet. If you like waffles, if it's a necessity for you, or you really got to have it, or you really want to have it, you better bring it with you, because I can't find it here. I just can't. Funnels, same thing. If you depend on it for baking or whatever, you need to bring it. Microfiber cloths, bring them. Can't find them. We were lucky enough. Pam brought some, and we got some. Cream of wheat. If you gotta have it like me, you need to ship it in, because you can't get it here. And back to the cell phones, get yourself some monster cable. All of the cords here are cheap, and none of them are fast charging. All of them will take you 18, 20 something hours to charge, a tablet or whatever. So if you gotta bring these monster cables if you want to charge your devices. Diet sodas are here, but some of the ones that people are used to, Dr. Pepper, Mountain Dew, things like that, they don't have that here. You might find, I found one in 6 months and I bought it and shared it with the family. 3/4 shorts, forget about it. They're not here. Bring them with you. Now, rechargeable lights is a huge necessity here. When a blackout goes out and you're in the dark, you need to grab something quick and turn the lights on. You gotta have a rechargeable lamp. And I recommend, see, we have lamps, but they're battery operated. So if we run out of batteries, you're pretty much in the dark. So get yourself something that recharges while the blackout isn't on. That way, when the lights go out, you're all charged up and ready to go. Which brings me back to cash power. A lot of people, wonder about the lights, and I was told the lights are really, really cheap, and they are. But there was a trick that I didn't know about that the Gambians use, where they only spend $10, $15 a month. That is that they only use really low voltage bulbs, and they only have one bulb per room. In some rooms, they don't have bulbs in at all, like the bathroom. They just go in the dark. They turn their refrigerators off at night. They only use one fan at night. They just like really, really skimp, and they don't use lights how we use lights. They don't use fans. And most of the time, if their TV doesn't stay on all day, they'll cut it off. They'll watch it for an hour or two and then they'll cut it off. So they're like really frugal with their electricity, which is why their bills are so low. So it's not that the electricity or the power is really cheap here. It's cheaper than what we pay, but it's still being managed differently than how we manage it. So those are the couple of things that I had to show you. And I've got another video that I'm working on right now, and I'll push that out as soon as I can. But until then, you guys take care.